If we really don't understand the whole truth yet, if there really is one last secret we need to uncover, then I think we have to take this chance to learn what it is.
Huh.
Even if it means killing Ava to do so. What? You can't be serious. It's like I said, she's going to die eventually anyway.
Oh?
And given her unpredictable behavior, keeping her around may prove dangerous. Far better that we get rid of her here and now. That is your order? Understood. Ava? I don't like it, but if I was in her shoes, I'd probably want to have it all over too. Well, when she surrendered, she begged for her life. She was desperate to keep on living. I cannot tell you how I felt back then. I don't feel anything anymore. I don't know anything. Ava! The brainwashing may not have been our idea, but we've been complicit in it all the same. It's time we took responsibility and gave her some kind of peace.
If that is your decision, then please do not hesitate to kill me. Don't kill me. Kill me.
I'm so sorry, Ava. I really wish there were another way. It's fine. If you want to hate me for this, it's nothing less than I deserve.
Kill me. Don't kill me. Kill me. Kill me. Kill me.
You're so nice, Ava. So nice. So kind. So beautiful. Even if what I'm about to remember sends me into the depths of despair, I'm glad you were the one to give me that push. This was the only way.
The line art looks a little different here. Now, Ava is inside me. She'll live on inside me forever. Yo, Shoma! Shoma! Told you guys he was crazy! Ew, Shoma, don't say it like that, please. After absorbing Ava's power, Shoma fell to the ground, totally exhausted. We gathered around him and carried him to his room. Then we went back to the schoolyard and buried Ava's mummified corpse. We put Nico's remains in the grave with her. Oh! I won't say that's what she would have wanted. That would be a lie. But that's how we decided to do things, even if it was just to ease our own sense of guilt. Our penance to Ava for what we've done. Shoma was fast asleep. We wouldn't get anything out of him for the rest of the day. Had I made the right choice? Even though I'd be the one to choose, I didn't have the answer to the question. Lingering doubts and unanswered questions still hanging over me, my second 63rd day at Last Defense Academy came to an end. Day 64. This information better be worth it, Shoma.
Adam troops!
The next morning, Shoma was still asleep. Nothing we could do would wake him up. Oh, his room's very green. He's got puppies on his wall and butterflies. He didn't seem to be sick, just incredibly tired. We decided to take turns watching over him throughout the day just in case. What was this terrible truth that Shoma had been so desperate to remember, and what would happen when he finally shared it with us? All we could do was wait to find out. And that just left me more time to torture myself with my remaining doubts and regrets. Had I made the right choice? That was the question I kept coming back to over and over again. How's Shoma doing? Still no change. Come to take a shift? That's right. Nozomi sat down next to me. I didn't move. We both sat there looking at our slumbering friend. The Ava we knew was only ever what C-Ray brainwashed her to be. In the normal course of things, she'd never have considered us her friends or allies. We were destined to be on opposite sides in this war. Yeah, I know. I wonder what this final secret is that Shoma's gonna tell us. He said it would explain everything. Who we are, what we are, why we were chosen. Although you're different from the rest of us, so it probably won't affect you as much. Not necessarily. My past hasn't been completely cleared up yet. You still haven't figured out the connection between me and Kadua. Ever since you told me about her, about this other me, well, I've been curious, to say the least. Maybe the secret Shoma knows will finally explain that, too. If the whole truth is as mind-blowing as she says it is, maybe it will. But even if it answers all the questions we still have about what's going on, I still can't bring myself to feel happy about it. Not after what Shoma said. And the whole thing with Ava, too.
Even if what I'm about to remember sends me into the depths of despair, I'm glad you were the one to give me that push.
The depths of despair. Is what he's going to remember really that bad? And if it is, then... How come he? Huh? What? Huh? What's wrong? What's wrong with you? You started looking really scary and intense all of a sudden. Oh, sorry. I'm fine. I'm just thinking about stuff. Don't try to take all the burden on yourself, okay? Oh, one more thing. Tsubasa said she wanted to talk to you about something. She's in the garage. You should go see her. I'll take over here. The garage? This must have something to do with that project of hers. All right, I'll leave Shoma to you then. Great. I'll let you know the moment he wakes up. I'd love to take my time and talk to Nozomi some more, but that can wait until the war is over. Right now, Subasa's waiting for me in the garage. This is probably about C-Ray. I better go see what she has to say. Hey, Takumi. Looks like you got my message. I figured Nozomi would have the best chance of getting through to you. Getting through to me, huh? So, what is it you wanted to talk about? Take a look at this.
C-Ray?
Lying there was our familiar commanding officer. The hole Ava had punched through him, gone without a trace.
Did you do this, Tsubasa?
Yeah! I've been working on it whenever I had some time to spare. Don't get too excited, though. It's still only his body.
You know what? It can stay like that. We don't need our commanding officer.
Despite how bad it looked, the damage wasn't totally beyond repair. I know it might be inappropriate for me to say this, but getting to work on machinery I'd never seen the inside of before was pretty fun.
Is there any chance you can reactivate him?
Unlike with Nico, his circuitry is still mostly intact, so I think so.
Really?
But remember, I've never seen this kind of stuff before, and it's pretty complicated. Getting C-Ray working again isn't going to be easy.
That's okay. We don't need him. Lucky for me, Yugamu has been helping out with that. Oh? Helping how? Ever since C-Ray was killed, he's been combing through the data stored on the War Room PC. He thinks there might be some useful information about C-Ray hidden in all the blueprints and manuals and stuff. What kind of information? I don't know, just anything that might help us get him online again. Of course, even if it turns out we can, doesn't necessarily mean we should. Yeah, I know what you mean. But C-Ray's like family to Shion, right? I figure we have to do what we can for his sake. Do you think that's the right call? Yeah, I think so. Shion will probably be happier this way at the very least. Right? Unless we only think that because C-Ray brainwashed us too.
Hey!
Don't even joke about that. Anyway, I'm glad you're on board with what I'm doing. I'll keep at it and try to find a way to bring C-Ray back. I can count on you to help, right? Sure, go ahead and let me know if there's anything I can do. I left Tsubasa still working in the garage and went back to my room. Our last battle was only yesterday, so there shouldn't be another attack for a while. That thought was some comfort, at least. I lay down on my bed and let out a sigh. Just like that, all the fatigue I'd been trying to ignore came rushing back. Maybe I'll just rest up some more. Feels like I could really use it. I decided to call it a day. Surrendering to my body's demands for sleep, I climbed into bed and soon drifted off. Day 65. I definitely needed that. I'm so much more refreshed than I was yesterday. Looks like I'll be able to have a normal day today.
Huh?
Shoma must have gotten enough rest by now, right? I'll go to the cafeteria and check in with the others first. Unfortunately, there was no sign of Shoma when I got to the cafeteria.
Ah.
Hey guys, Shoma's still out, huh? Looks like it. Last I heard, Yugamu was taking a look at him. Of all... I don't want Yugamu taking... I don't want Yugamu watching over him. He's probably gonna dissect him in his sleep. He's not gonna, like, take out Shoma's insides and put it inside Siri's body or anything, is he? Ooh, that could be fun. I'm okay with someone else getting turned into Siri this time around. I just hope he really has unlocked this last memory. Otherwise, letting him kill Ava will have all been for nothing. We'd have had to dispose of her eventually anyway. There's no use regretting it now. I guess you're right. At any rate, we should probably get breakfast started. Yeah, of course. I idly heaped some food onto my plate and took a seat. I wasn't really paying attention to my surroundings until someone rushed in and sat down opposite me. Takumi, remember what we talked about yesterday? Well, I found something you can help with. There's a couple of materials I'm thinking of using for the repairs. Could you go find them for me so I can try it out? Sure, sounds good. What am I looking for? Glass, reinforced plastic, and carbon steel. You think you could get 2 of each? 2 of each of the glass, reinforced plastic, and carbon steel. Got it. I'll see what I can do. Thanks. It's not exactly urgent, but I'd prefer if you could do it as soon as possible. So it is urgent then. Anyway, I'll try and look for them too, when I have time. I can't leave all the hard work up to you. Tsubasa got up and left, looking surprisingly carefree. As for me, I finished my breakfast and went back to my room to think about what to do next. We're going exploring. Weren't you listening? If Tsubasa needs those materials to fix Sirei, I should probably go find them sooner rather than later.
Huh?
Maybe I should start today. Or do I have anything more important to do? No, we're gonna go exploring today because we need materials anyways. North? All right. Oh, and east too. Well, I don't know how long we have, so let's do north side today, and then we'll do east side tomorrow. You got carbon steel. You got reinforced plastic. You got glass.
We'd best head back.
I thought it was getting dark out. Time sure flies. So I guess Shoma didn't wake up today either. Somebody would have told me if he had. I'm getting more and more curious about this terrible truth he kept talking about. We had to sacrifice Ava's life for this information, so it better be important. After all this, he is going to remember it, right? Still feeling a little uneasy, I climbed into bed and let my consciousness slowly drift away. Day 66. Time to get up. First things first, let's go to the cafeteria and see if anyone's heard from Shoma. I cast a quick glance around the cafeteria. Sure enough, someone from our group was missing. Shoma still hasn't woken up? Afraid not. I saw him open his eyes for like a second yesterday. I guess the sight of my beautiful face relaxed him enough to fall asleep again. I gave him a couple of iron claw slams after that, but it was no good. He was out cold. You're sure it's not the claw holds that put him out in the first place? I think Gaku's with him now. He grabbed a bottle of hot sauce and said something about waking him up whether he liked it or not. Somehow I doubt that's gonna work. I want to hear what he has to say as soon as he wakes up. What do you think he's gonna tell us? I can't even imagine. It can't be that much worse than Earth being the real invading force, can it?
Even if what I'm about to remember sends me into the depths of despair, I'm glad you were the one to give me that push.
The depths of despair. Judging by that choice of words, this secret must be something worse than any of us can imagine. What about Cheon? Is he okay? We haven't seen him since, well, you know. I don't blame him. Must have been a shock finding out all that crazy stuff about the war and where he came from. Yeah, if I was in his place, I wouldn't know what to think or who to trust anymore. I hope he doesn't do anything that might cause us trouble. With Seirei gone, he's probably not in a very good place emotionally. One more reason for us to get Seirei repaired and working again, I guess. If anything happens to Shion, that's it. We lose. Humanity is finished. I have to do something. I didn't come back just to see this mission fail all over again. I didn't stay in the cafeteria long, but went back to my room to plan out our next move. I had a feeling I was going to have a busy day. Gonna have a busy day exploring. Honestly, I'm not sure if we really need Seirei anymore. But if repairing him will make Shion feel better, then we owe it to him to try. I should get a move on and find those materials Tsubasa needs. East side. You got glass. You got reinforced plastic. You got carbon steel. Who could that be at this hour? I opened the door to greet my late night visitor. Hey, Takumi. Sorry to disturb you. I've been real busy today, but I guess I lost track of the time. So, did you find the materials I asked for yet? Sure did. Here you go. I handed Tsubasa the things I found.
You got it all? That's amazing! Way to go, Mr. Big Shot Team Leader.
I'm just glad I could help.
Oh, you helped all right. I'll get back to working on Seirei first thing tomorrow. Thanks again. Good night!
Night. Tsubasa left with a cheery wave, looking energized and pretty hopeful overall. Good. Well, that hard work paid off. Now I can go to bed with a clear conscience. Reasonably satisfied with how things went, I got into bed. I had my share of worries, of course. Shoma wasn't waking up, and Shion hadn't shown himself in what felt like a long time. But those worries paled in comparison to the true depths of despair I would soon be thrust into. Day 67. Morning again. First things first, I'll check out the cafeteria. Shoma's gotta be awake by now. He's gotta be, right? There's no one here. Are they all still asleep? But the morning announcement should have woken them up like normal. Don't tell me there's been an attack. How could I miss something like that? Takumi, there you are. Nozomi? What's going on? Where is everybody? They're all in the classroom on the second floor. The one you woke up in when you first got here. What? Why there? Shoma's gonna make an announcement and he wants to do it there. I went to your room to tell you, but you'd already left. Shoma's awake? But why are we meeting in that classroom? I don't get it. Neither do I, but apparently whatever he's going to tell us has something to do with how we came to this school in the first place. It'll be faster if you hear it from him yourself. Come on. Right. Nozomi dashed out of the cafeteria before I could even get my answer out. I hurried after her out into the hallway. Shoma, you're awake. I'm glad you're okay. Sorry to make you worry over a pathetic gutter snipe like me. He was just waking up when we went to check on him. The moment his eyes were open, he said he wanted to talk to everyone right away.
Huh?
I went around knocking on everyone's doors, but I guess you were up too early for me, Mr. Sumino.
Huh?
Huh? Hold on a minute. I don't see Hideko or Takemaru. Why aren't they here? Shoma said he wanted all of us to hear this, so those two went to get the others. The others? You don't mean... Hey, we're here. Shion! He finally came out of the defense room after I stood outside yelling for a while. I was gonna try breaking down the door like you did that one time, but it turns out I didn't need to go that far. I happened to sense he was outside before it came to that. Guess my aura of badassery is so strong you can feel it right through the walls. It's good to see you again, Shion. Are you getting your strength back? Yes, I should be fine. Just then, somebody else entered the room. I'm back. Here he is. Hello, everyone. It's been a while. Ito? Shoma was good enough to invite me to your little party. It's an honor to be one of the group again. So much so it makes my skin crawl. Oh, don't look at me like that. I'll just sit quietly and listen like a good little prisoner. Even if he does try anything funny, you don't have to worry about a thing with me around. There ain't a boy alive I can't beat in a bare-knuckle brawl. Sounds like a challenge. You up for a sparring match after this? Guys, focus! We're here for Shoma, remember? I'm sorry it took me so long. There was so much information to deal with, my brain couldn't piece it together. The strain was too much for me at first, but I'm okay now. I'm ready. He really did remember something after all. The terrible truth he kept talking about in the last battle. This is it. We're finally gonna get our answers. Alright, Shoma, everyone's here. This means you remembered something important, right? Yes, I remember it all now. Thanks to Ava and her emo anima. Oh, you actually went through with it? Well done, Shoma. That took real courage. You realize this is your fault for putting the idea in his head. I did nothing of the sort. All I did was give some friendly, impartial advice. Shoma just happened to come to the same conclusion that your prisoner had to die. Knowing how hatefully ruthless you all are, I had a feeling it would turn out this way. What happened? I'll just sit quietly and listen.
Oh?
Go on, Shoma. First, let me go over some basics. Z-Ray has access to technology that can suppress or overwrite people's memories. The process was used on all of us to erase certain parts of our past. That explains why we don't remember how we got here. But just what memories did they take from us? I'm guessing our cryptoglobin transfusions for a start. Pretty much everything from when we were at Kamakura General Hospital as well. We are sure that our memories were rewritten, right? Absolutely. But thanks to my hemoanima, mine weren't completely erased. You said before that your hemoanima perceived the erasure process as a threat and activated to prevent it. Is that why you had those peculiar flashbacks? They're the memories you managed to save? Yes. Every time my hemoanima got stronger, my skill was able to recover more of my stolen past. After I absorbed Ava's power, I finally got back all of my memories. I remember it all now. And what did you remember exactly? Are you okay, Shoma?
What I remembered was... it was something that sent me spiraling into despair. I'd gotten fragments of it before, but I didn't want to believe it. I can't deny it anymore, though. It's the truth. It's all true.
What's true? Quit keeping us in suspense.
Huh.
It's okay, Shoma. However bad this secret is, you don't have to keep it to yourself anymore. We have a right to know about it, too. A right and a responsibility. Bear the burden of the truth together. So don't be afraid. Go ahead and tell us. All right. No, stop it. I don't want to know. I felt a sudden urge to go back on my decision, but the words died in my throat. The air in the room was heavy, like something terrible was about to happen. For some reason, it felt like if I learned this secret, I wouldn't be me anymore. And yet, deep down, I knew this was something I needed to know. There was no going back. Our memories that were modified are of our time in the Tokyo residential complex. In the complex? Before we came here, we were all living there, right? Yeah, of course. Where are you going with this? The Tokyo residential complex. That's where we were born, where we grew up, where we lived our entire lives. Tsubasa with her grandpa in his workshop, Moko with her wrestling career, Yugamu and his family of assassins, Gaku and his poverty. Why does that gotta be my defining feature? But the thing is, those lives, those memories, none of them are real.
Our memories of our lives in the complex, they're all false memories that were implanted into us. The friends and families we've been so desperate to protect all this time, none of them actually exist.
What are you talking about, Shoma? They don't exist? No, they can't be right. My grandpa, the workshop, that was my normal life. It's from way before we got here and started having our memories messed with. And the other kids at the foster home. We might not be related by blood, but we're still a real family. No, it's all a lie. Everything we thought we knew about our lives came from fake memories. Fake memories? Cut it out, Shoma. That ain't funny, man. I'm serious. I wish I could shrug this off as a joke or a delusion, but it's all true. But then if the past we know is a lie, then who are we really? We weren't born in the Tokyo residential complex. We were created in Kamakura General Hospital.
We were grown inside special machines there. And until we woke up in this classroom 67 days ago, that's where we spent our entire lives.
No, this can't be right. My pulse was hammering in my ears so hard I could barely hear what everyone was saying. I wanted to shut this conversation down, to run from the truth, but my body wouldn't let me. I stood there, rooted to the spot, taking in everything Shoma said in spite of myself. We weren't born, we were grown. We're clones, artificial humans made in a lab. Clones? Are you messing with me?
That's all we've ever been. Our memories from before we got here are all fake. They're just fictional scenarios implanted in our brains to give us the illusion of having lived real lives.
I don't understand. Why would they do that? All of it was for humanity's sake. We were made this way to be humanity's protectors. That also includes our hemoanima. But isn't hemoanima supposed to be something only people from this planet are born with? That's right. The reason we have it is because of the person whose genes were used to create us. That person is you, Shion. Me. Whoa. Time out. I can't keep up with all these twists. Same here. We were created using Shion's DNA so we could inherit the power of his incredible cryptoglobin. That's where our hemoanima really comes from.
I overheard all of this from the researchers at the hospital.
So Shion is like our dad. Well, that explains how Ava was able to get pregnant. Yep. We're actually Futurans.
We didn't have hemoanima transfused into us. It's been an inherent part of who we are from the very start.
All that was left was to give us the proper motivation and protect mankind. So we were given false memories. And then we were sent here to Futura. So the reasons we've been so desperate to win this war and the people we've been fighting for, none of them are real? Something's up. Cryptoglobin is a gift from the planet, given only to its greatest heroes. The Futuran commanders can only be defeated by other Cryptoglobin users, so the Earth authorities decided to make some of their own. After kidnapping Shion, they used his DNA to create soldiers with the same power and give them memories that would make them want to save humanity at any cost. That's what we really are? Yeah, we're like characters in a battle manga or a video game. We exist purely to fight. Our pasts, our friends, our families, they're just additional pieces of fiction devised to further that end. Come to think of it, when I was on the other side, some of the commanders said something I didn't quite understand. They seemed annoyed that I could take damage from conventional attacks, almost like my cryptoglobin should have prevented it. If we're clones, just copy of a real cryptoglobin user, then generation loss might account for why our powers aren't as potent as theirs.
Wait a minute.
I finally found my voice and cried out, but it was hard to string together a coherent sentence. My whole body was shaking.
Just hold on, okay? We shouldn't just accept this as true right away, you know? If it were true, that would mean it was all a lie. My peaceful, mundane, average life. The town I grew up in, all the things I did there, the people I met, even Karuwa. None of that was real. You can't just fake an entire person's life. We would have noticed something was wrong, wouldn't we? It has to be real.
Yeah, all my brothers and sisters, they can't just be made up. My ideal target, too, even the feelings that made me want to kill her in the first place. There's no way all of that only exists in our heads. Yeah, it's just not possible. I wouldn't be so sure about that. If we accept what Shoma is saying is true, it would help to explain a few things. It would? Go on? You said this story would help explain some things. What did you mean by that? Oh, I bet you're just dying to know, aren't you?
Yes!
Yes.
Hurry up and tell us!
I was just thinking, some of Sirai's behavior makes a lot more sense now. Like how he was so obstinate about being unable to contact the artificial satellite, for example. Because if we did make contact, we'd realize everyone we knew didn't exist. Exactly. Well, we'd have figured that out anyway once we got back to the satellite. Sure, but by then we'd already have won the war and wiped out every last Futuran on the planet. So essentially, no one cares about our feelings or how much the truth would hurt us as long as we get the job done. Wait, my parents, my family? I refuse to believe they're nothing but a lie. Me too. You're gonna make me cry. It's all a lie? Karuwa isn't real? She only exists in my memories? There's no way. If she's not real, then what am I doing here? What's it all been for?
But we don't know for sure if any of this is true. There's no evidence or anything.
Sorry to burst your bubble, but I might know something that supports it too. What? The last few days I've been holed up in the war room going through the data and documents on the central computer. I figured since C-Ray wasn't here to stop me, this was my chance to check out anything he wouldn't want me to see. While I was doing that, I noticed something that seemed odd. What was it? Our DNA records. The same ones the Revivomatic uses to bring us back when we die. I used the equipment in the biolab to run a detailed analysis on it, and... well, honestly, I thought it must be some kind of mistake until now. What? What did you find? Our genetic code is remarkably similar. I could buy maybe 2 or 3 complete strangers having these many commonalities, but 14 is too much of a coincidence. Huh? I kept quiet about it since it didn't seem relevant, but now it's all falling into place. If we're all clones of the same person, then of course our genes would be similar. We're basically all related. So she owns our father and we're all siblings? We're siblings? Yes, exactly. She owns genetic material as the starting point for each and every one of us. This is weird. If we were to compare our DNA against his, the similarities would be even clearer. You're all... I mean, I'm your... I know it's hard to believe, but this is the truth.
We're nothing but disposable soldiers created to fight humanity's war for them. Our lives in the Tokyo residential complex and the people we hold dear are all false memories. They were implanted into us to give us the motivation we needed to fight. They're all just character backstories in the giant work of fiction that is our life. In reality, we were in the machines that grew us the whole time. When we finally came out of them, we woke up here, in this classroom. In a way, that's when we were really born. That's when we came into the real world for the very first time. And almost right away, we started fighting the invaders. That's the only thing we were ever meant to do. That's it. That's the terrible truth that I remembered. That I sacrificed Ava for.
This is the truth? No way, there's no way something so crazy could be true, is there? We're not even human? But we're not exactly futurans either. I guess we're more like tools, or weapons, or monsters. Creatures created from Shion's DNA to destroy and nothing else. Damn it, this is so messed up. My head feels like it's gonna crack open. Kinda makes you want to give up on life, except we don't even have the option of dying. This is too much. In that case, there's only one person here who's an actual human. One who wasn't originally intended to be part of this mission. You, Nozomi. Living weapons made from stolen DNA to defeat Futurum's cryptoglobin-wielding defenders. Able to die in battle and come right back to fight again and again. Renewable, but also totally disposable. That's what we really are?
This is my fault. All of this happened because of me.
You did nothing wrong. Stop that.
If I hadn't been born with this power, none of you would have had to suffer like this. It's all my fault.
Shion's words of anguish echoed in my head, but I couldn't say a word. What could I even say at a time like this? One part of my mind was still desperately going over everything I had learned. Now they can just choose not to fight, now that they know the truth, right? Shit. And C-Ray is not around. Who's gonna blow us up? No one. There had to be some contradiction in there, something to disprove this insane story. That's why I was thinking back on my days in the residential complex. Those peaceful days still so vivid in my mind. I replayed those memories in my head over and over again. I fixated on every last detail, trying to reassure myself that those events were real. Trying to reassure myself that I was real. I sank deeper and deeper into those recollections until everything else seemed to fade away. Day 68. What was real and what was just a dream? I didn't want to know anymore. I just shut my eyes tight and tried not to think about it. I didn't want to think about anything anymore. I just wanted it all to go away.
Karuha, it's fine. Just go home already.
No, I can't just leave you and your mom bedridden, Tacky. Besides, I need to do some cleaning and laundry after this.
You don't have to do all that. Won't you catch our cold?
I'm just fine. I'm confident I won't catch it.
Your confidence is based on zero evidence.
Tacky, your mom always treats me to delicious meals. I want to repay her a little, and I'm free anyway. No one would be home if I went back.
Stop it. I don't want to see this.
Is your mom busy with her research again?
Yeah, she's been staying at the lab for the past few days, so she hasn't been coming home.
I see.
More importantly, here, have some. I made rice porridge.
Just stop. I don't want these memories anymore. They're not real anyway. Please just stop. Let me just disappear. Oh, Takumi. Day 69. I want to escape from reality, but my dreams didn't offer any relief. I cleared my mind and embraced a sense of nothingness, letting myself go completely numb. What would happen if the enemy decided to attack now? Why should I care about any of that? Live or die, it's all the same to me. I don't have the energy to fight against it anymore. I prefer to just disappear, to sink into infinite darkness and never come back up again. Day 70. Ladder? Who came into my room? Oh, I went into a room.
Siri. This is all far too cruel. How could you do this? How could you keep something that important from them? It's too much. They deserve better than this. It hurts to think that it was humanity, that it was people like me who did this to them. Siri, I have a request. It's not much, but there's still one thing I don't understand. Before this war is over, I want answers. So, I need you to wake up, Siri.
Day 71. Go answer the door. Who's there? Ah, who cares? It's got nothing to do with me anymore. With a wrenching, splintering noise, the door to my room was kicked open. Dang, girl. Good for you kicking down the door. I didn't know you had that kind of strength. So you are in here. You could have just answered, you know. I had no idea these doors were so fragile. I didn't think I'd actually be able to break it down. Oh, they're just made out of paper and cardboard. That's fine. Okay, cool. Anyway, the air in here feels kind of stale. Wouldn't you feel like a change of scenery?
What are you doing here, Nozomi?
I hadn't spoken out loud in several days. I was surprised at how hoarse my voice sounded.
Leave me alone. I don't care anymore. I don't care about any of it.
Takumi, there's something I want to talk to you about. Something important. Please,
will you just come with me for a minute?
Take your time. You can get yourself together first. I'll be waiting for you outside. Nozomi left my room with a look of quiet determination on her face. After several exasperated sighs, I sluggishly sat up and got out of bed. Fine, I guess. I stepped outside and found myself squinting in the light. Maybe it was because I'd spent so long in my room, but the outside world felt way too bright to me now. Thank you for coming, Takumi. It really means a lot to me. You said you wanted to talk about something. Yes, it's about our past together. You mean me and Kadua? Forget it. I don't care anymore. I don't care about any of it. Why not? What do you mean? Isn't it obvious?
There's no such person as Karuo Kashimiya. There never was. It was all just made up.
No, not all of it.
First of all, Sirai's been repaired and reactivated. I convinced Tsubasa to finish the job. Sirai? When I told him everything that had happened, he saw that it was no good denying it. He owned me up to interfering with our memories and confirmed that everything Shoma told us is true.
Hey!
Is that all? I think we'd pretty much figured that out already. There's more. Unlike the rest of you, my memories weren't completely fabricated, but they were modified. I got Sirai to undo the process and give me back any memories that had been taken from me. I finally remembered about my mother.
My mom dedicated her life to understanding cryptoglobin. She poured everything she had into it. She even let her own daughter become a test subject to further that research, but it didn't go well. And in the end, she took her own life. That's the real reason I wanted to join this mission.
Remembering this has been like losing her all over again. At first, I thought I might have been happier never finding out. But it's for the best that I did. These memories are a part of who I am. And I remembered something else that was important to me too. I remembered you, Takumi. Me? It turned out they took more memories from me than I thought. Specifically, ones of what happened when I went to Kamakura when I was little. I'd often explore the hospital alone and give my mom a headache. But I don't remember too much from that time. I'd guess it was because the rejection symptoms were so rough.
The rejection symptoms had nothing to do with it, though. I remember it all now. Like I said, I used to wander around the hospital while I was waiting for my mom to finish her work. But there was one room I was told never to go into. I was only a kid, so my curiosity got the better of me. And one day, I snuck in. It was full of weird machines with these clear capsule-like things on them. I was kind of scared, but I walked up to the nearest one and looked inside. When I did, I could hardly believe what I was seeing. Inside the machine was a boy, about the same age as me.
You mean...
This next part might just be a coincidence, but when I looked in the pod, the boy opened his eyes, and he smiled at me. At least, I think he did. The strangest thing was, I wasn't afraid. I had to keep my mom's research, and the fact that I was helping with it a secret from everyone. I kept my distance from my classmates, and even if I did talk to them, I never had time to hang out with anyone on the weekends. But when that boy smiled at me, I felt like I'd finally made a friend. That's how it seemed to me at the time, anyway. I snuck into that room again and again to talk to the boy in the machine. Most of the time, his eyes were closed, but I liked to think he could hear me. He was the one person I could be completely honest with. I could talk to him about anything. Things I enjoyed, things I found annoying, even what it was like when my dad died, or about the scar on my stomach. One time, while I was talking to him, his eyes opened a little, and then he lifted up his arm and put his hand on the glass. It was like he was trying to reach out and touch me. I was so happy because it meant he really could hear me.
Aw.
He'd heard me, and he wanted to be friends too. But then, despite how much he meant to me, I forgot all about him. Until I got Siri to help me remember.
They really erased your memories?
I think someone from the hospital must have caught me. This project was top secret, so they wouldn't have hesitated to do whatever it took to prevent any leaks. I don't like to think about it, but my mom might have had a hand in it too. With my memories of that boy gone, I probably never would have met him again. But somehow, I did. When I came here.
So, that boy in the pod was me?
I think so. Yes. Or rather, I'm sure of it. It was definitely you, Takumi.
I mean, the nameplate says Takumi Sumino.
We really did know each other before we came here. You're that same boy I spoke to about so many things. You heard my voice, saw my face, and learned about my feelings. And I'm just speculating, but you were probably being fed memories about a fictional version of the complex while you were being raised in that pod. Isn't it possible some information about me got mixed in with them?
Mixed in?
Even if you weren't aware of it, your brain must have processed my face, my voice, and other things about me. It's like when stuff you've seen during your day turns up in your dreams.
So... that's why Karuo was the way she was? That's why she looked just like you?
It makes sense.
Because my subconscious... what? Projected you onto the childhood friend in the false memories I was being fed?
I can't be sure, but it would make sense, wouldn't it? Although, in that case, I think I owe you an apology. When you came to rescue Second to Last Defense Academy, I thought that was our first meeting. It turns out, I'd just forgotten you. You humored me, but you knew we weren't strangers the whole time. You kept all those precious memories safe for me, in your own way. Takumi, I know I've got no right to tell you how to feel about this, but just because your memories were created for you, that doesn't mean you have to give up on life. I mean, it wasn't all a lie. Your memories of Karuo and of me, they're real. The same goes for everything that's happened since we got here. The days we've spent together at this academy, those are undeniably real. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you should continue fighting. Not for people like me. In fact, I prefer it if you didn't. From now on, I'll protect you guys instead.
You'll... protect us?
Yes, because no matter what else may be true, you're my friends. I don't mind putting myself in danger if it means keeping you safe. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Thanks for listening. I should get going.
Before I could answer, Nozomi turned away and went back to her own room. I kept my eyes on her every step of the way until she disappeared from view. I was still seized by the same confusion and despair I'd been feeling the last few days. But now, for the first time since I'd found out the truth, I was feeling something else too. Day 72. It's been a while since the morning announcement actually woke me up. I still don't feel like getting up, though. Nozomi said Seirei's been fixed now. I sure as heck don't want to talk to him. I can't guarantee I wouldn't end up breaking him all over again. I decided to spend the day just spacing out, not doing or thinking anything. But for some reason, my mind kept coming back to what Nozomi had told me. It had given me a warm feeling in my chest that still hadn't gone away. I really had met Nozomi Kirifuji before. That was the one shred of truth amongst all the lies. Even though I didn't remember it myself, she was still carved into my consciousness. And those details had created her. Karuo Kashimiya, my childhood friend who never really existed. A girl who meant the world to me but was just part of some fictional backstory. Those memories may have been fake, but the ones that formed the base for them were real. My brain had embellished those details and combined them with ones of my friends in my manufactured memories. Those two factors together were what created Karuo. Thinking about it like that, maybe Nozomi had a point. If even one thing was true, then maybe... On pure instinct, I jumped out of bed. I knew all too well what that sound meant. It's an enemy attack.
Intruder alert.
What are you gonna do?
Intruder alert. Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
I got into my feet out of habit, but now I stopped short. Why should I care if the enemy attacks now? Why should I care if the residential complex is destroyed? The people I thought I cared about don't even exist. Why? Why should I care what happens to humanity? I don't have a single reason to protect this school anymore. The Futurans will break down the barrier, get inside the school, and destroy everything. Well, whatever. What difference does it make? After everything humanity's done, why should we lift a finger to help them? I'll die too, but so what? At least it'll all be over then. All the years of my life that were a complete lie and the 70 days that were real. It'll all come to an end here.
You've got to get out there, everyone! Look, I won't make excuses. The way we've used and manipulated you is truly unforgivable. But if this school falls, humanity is done for. Maybe that doesn't matter to you. Heck, maybe some of them even deserve it. Not all of them, though. Most of the folks up there just want to live a peaceful, normal life. They're innocent in all this. Can't you at least do this for them? Kirifuji's out there giving it her all, but she won't last long on her own. I'm begging you, do something!
Wait, what? Nozomi's fighting all alone? I'd slumped back into bed, but that had me sitting up again. Of course, unlike the rest of us, she's human. She actually has a reason to protect them. I'm sorry, Nozomi, I can't help you this time. Those are your people on the satellite, not mine. I got nothing to protect, no one to fight for.
I'm gonna cut to a feed of the battle, so you can see how things stand for yourselves. Please, everyone, don't abandon humanity! Don't abandon Kirifuji!
Are we gonna control Nozomi?
I have to do something. It's all up to me now. I have to protect them.
I have a bunch of gadgets and stuff. I can do it.
Stay back!
See, I did it. Very much not an offensive unit.
How are you holding up, Kirafuji?
I'm fine. I can still fight.
I put out a call for action over the PA, but none of the others responded. This really is the worst case scenario. Oh, why'd they have to find out the truth while I was gone?
It's fine. I'm not surprised the others don't care about saving humanity. There's no need for them to fight anymore. But I still have people I need to protect. I'll fight to the end to keep them safe. Even if I have to give my life to do it.
Amazing! I'd never have expected you to hold your own against this many.
I'm not giving up. No matter how hard it gets, I'll stand and fight. It's all up to me now. I'm the only one who can protect them.
Keep fighting, Kirafuji! All of humanity is counting on you! You're their only hope.
No
Shut
pressure.
up. This has nothing to do with humanity.
Ooh.
Oh.
The people I want to protect are the friends I made here at the Academy. When I think of them, I know I made the right choice in coming here. Maybe they see me as just another deceitful human now, but I'll never stop loving them. It's only been a little over 70 days, but we've been through so much together. We fought, we celebrated, we've grieved for the ones we couldn't save. They're my friends. I want them to be happy. So, I can't let them die.
Oops. It was a very sentimental sentence, and I cut her off. Can I really do this? Can I leave her to fight all on her own? At this rate, it'll end up just like before. She'll fall in battle and die all for nothing. Stopping that from happening is the whole reason I came back in time, isn't it? Karuha. There's no such person as Karuha Kashimiya. But even so, I'm glad that she was a part of my life. Even if the memories are fake, the way they made me feel is real. If Nozomi hadn't snuck in and found me that day, Karuha would have been someone completely different. I think I must have been happy when Nozomi found me. Happy that she came and talked to me. Maybe that's why Karuha always meant so much to me. Those peaceful days we spent together, even if they were all made up, those memories are still precious to me. Let's go, Takumi! Go save her! Okay, I'm glad I didn't skip the animation.
Takumi?
It's you and me, Nozomi.
Takumi, what are you doing?
The same thing I always have done. I've only ever needed one reason to fight, and that's to protect you.
What?
Also, I feel the same way about the others as you do. Because we're friends. It's as simple as that. For the sake of those I hold dear, I'll keep on fighting to the very end! Ah, damn it! They just keep coming! Nozomi, are you going to be okay?
Yes. I can't always be the one getting saved around here. I've made up my mind to protect you and the others, Takumi.
Thanks. Good to know you've got my back.
Against this many enemies, you two won't be able to break away. Be careful not to get killed out there.
Don't need to tell me that twice. Oh, skip the battle. Okay.
Moko! Hideko! Sorry for the holdup, Nozomi. You know me, fashionably late as always. Any wrestler worth her salt can't let the crowd see her at anything less than 110%. I had to do a bunch of squats to get myself in the right headspace for this. But now I've taken my vitamins and said my prayers, and now I'm ready to run wild.
You're here too, Hideko? Thanks.
I needed a change of pace from just sitting around in my room. And whenever I'm feeling down, the sight of these creatures' innards never fails to excite me. Try not to get in my way.
Right. Good to have you back with us.
Everyone's gonna show up.
You guys? You decided to fight too?
I ain't the type to sit around and do nothing. Thinking about complex moral stuff ain't really my thing either. So just point me at whoever's messing with my friends and let me at them. It's always been how I roll, so why stop now?
I love this man.
I've got to admit, it shook me, finding out everything was a lie. My family history, my feelings about killing. The person I wanted to kill most. It left me feeling so empty inside. I need to go on a spree just so I can feel something. I pretty much don't care who I kill right now.
I'll fight too. I have to take responsibility for revealing the truth and plunging everyone into despair. Besides, you've all been so nice to me. Despite how much of a repulsive parasite I am, that makes you all special to me.
The whole gang's here.
You guys, why? You know you don't have to do this anymore.
I couldn't leave you to fight all alone. Maybe that's just part of my programming or whatever, but I don't care. I'd never forgive myself if I just stayed in my room while all this was happening. You fight for me, I'll fight for you.
I still can't believe none of them are real. I can practically hear them now. My whole family cheering me on. So I can't back down now. I have to keep fighting.
I don't care what happens to me, but I don't want any of you to get hurt. Regardless of our past, you're still the ones that expanded my horizons. You made me feel better about myself than I ever had before.
Call it brainwashing or false memories. There's still no denying the most adorable little sister in the universe is right here beside me. So I just have to protect her like I always have.
That's right. We still have something to fight for. We have each other. We're not dying here. We'll fight to survive. And we'll fight for our friends!
Everyone, thank you so much.
Power of friendship. Beto?
Sorry I'm late. I had a hell of a time convincing Sire to give me my infuser.
Ato, what are you doing here?
Don't look at me like that. I'm as much a victim of humanity's cruel ambitions as the rest of you.
That doesn't mean we're friends.
You're not cozying up to us so you can betray us again, are you?
Don't get me wrong. You still make my skin crawl just as much as ever. But since I learned the whole truth, I've started to feel like... Oh, this is no time for a monologue, is it? Sorry, you know how bad I am at reading the room.
Oh, sure, now it's not the time to monologue. But in the middle of a fight, in the middle of a four-way battle, that's the time to monologue.
You'd better not be lying to us. If I see you try anything funny, you're getting a front face lock stunner. No questions asked.
Just stand back and leave me to it. Sorry if I'm a little rusty. I've spent an awful lot of time in that cage.
Thanks, everyone. And I'm sorry. Now, time for the counteroffensive. Muster up everything you've got and give those invaders what for!
Nailed it.
Is it over?
Damn it! I've had it up to here with those weird-ass voices!
We're not done yet. Look over there.
Ugh, a holographic projection suddenly appeared right in front of us. The projection took the shape of Veshness.
Vile, barbaric invaders. You should consider it an honor that I deign to speak to you like this.
Veshness?
And what has become of my foolish sister? Did you devour her as well? No matter. An incompetent soldier like her is no great loss. Consuming her would have only diminished my greatness.
What do you want? I'm assuming this isn't a social call.
Indeed. I've decided to offer you a deal.
A deal? Let me guess. You'll allow us to escape and return to the satellite if we give this school to you.
Don't be ridiculous. I would never allow villains like you to escape my judgment.
Then what are you offering us?
Surrender, and allow me to devour you. If you do that, I will make your deaths quick and painless. Continue to defy me, however, and I will show you no mercy. I will do everything in my power to fill your final moments with unimaginable agony.
You call that a deal?
Oh, wait a minute. Can't we call off this war instead? We only want to survive, just like you and your people. So, why do we have to fight each other? Can't we find a way to, coexist?
What a great offer. How could they ever refuse?
Coexist?
No one on this planet really wants this war, right? Can't we find a way to end this peacefully?
Don't you dare speak of peace after everything you've done. Have you any idea how much the people of this world have suffered because of you? You can't imagine the sacrifices we've made, the horrors we've endured. Our hearts will never know peace until you vile invaders have been eradicated. Each and every Futuran will fight you to their dying breath.
Sounds like talking it out isn't gonna be an option here.
Stick to what you know. It's so much more fun when you meet me with violence and cruelty.
More fun?
Of course. This war has given me the chance to risk my life against monsters who threaten my entire planet. I've never felt so alive. Peacetime is so tedious by comparison. Each day, just like the day before, and the day before that. What possible value could there be in such a life? If you won't accept my offer, don't bother trying to find another way. Just play your part as the wicked villains of this piece. The more evil you are, the more righteous I will be when I strike you down.
There's no way we can talk this out with her. She's totally insane!
Futurum will be at peace when my superior self ascends to godhood. And only then. To do that, I must devour all of you and make your power my own. I feel so foolish forever adhering to our teachings and taboos. At the very least, I'm grateful to you for showing me the truth. Now, show me what I'm up against. Show me the depths of your cruelty. Slaughter my precious pets. Kill everything in sight. Be the villains you were born to be.
Here they come again.
I win.
It's the ruthlessness that has made us hate you so. The grand finale is drawing near. Our next battle will be our last. When I wipe you out, it will be my finest hour. I will be ready soon. But I wouldn't want you to get bored. I'll send you a little something to keep you occupied in the meantime. Until next time, vile invaders.
Returning to the school after the battle, we were greeted by a sickeningly cheerful voice. See, Ray? Wowzers, everyone! You are great out there! You sure showed those invaders who's boss.
2, 4, 6, 8, the yes to you is really great! Woohoo!
So, I don't know how to say this, but...
I'm truly, deeply sorry.
Don't bother, it's a little late for apologies at this point. You don't understand. I say this not as your commanding officer, but as the representative of the will of humanity. Everyone truly regrets what we've done to you. Just tell us why. Why did you have to go this far? It was the only way. We needed your power. Cryptoglobin can only be fought with Cryptoglobin. Without you, this war would have been over before it began. So you went ahead and created us as living weapons? What a rotten way to do things. If I hadn't remembered on my own, you'd have kept us in the dark to the very end, wouldn't you? How could you be so cruel? Sorry. To be fair, we might have been happier never knowing the truth. If I could go back and do things again, I probably would have chosen to stay in the dark. Now that you're back, Siray, we have a lot to discuss. There are still some things we need to clear up. As Hideko spoke, I felt a presence by my side that I hadn't felt in a while. Do you mind if I join you? I also have some questions. Shion. Alright, I'll tell you anything you want to know. No more holding back. No more secrets. That is the will of humanity. Okay, let's start with the basics. Is what Shoma remembered about our origins the truth?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but yes, it's all true. I was afraid of that. We really are just lab-grown living weapons. And all our memories are made up. No matter how many times I hear it, it's still so hard to accept. It's a shock, all right. Kind of makes you want to give up on life, except we can't die even if we wanted to. I'd like to go through the whole thing from the beginning so we're all clear on the details. Hold your questions until I'm done, all right? Siri's story more or less lined up exactly with what Shoma had told us. We were all clones, artificial humans created at Kamakura General Hospital. We were made from Shion's DNA, and as such, on a genetic level, we were no different from any other Futurans. So we weren't really human at all, more like artificial Futurans. Among the people in charge of this project, some voiced concerns about how we could prove just as much a threat as the Futuran commanders. So to prevent us from turning on humanity, they decided to brainwash us. We were given new memories and new identities as Earthlings. Of course, some protested that this was inhumane, but with humanity's future at stake, they were left with little other choice. This resulted in the project being carried out in utmost secrecy. We spent our whole lives on the very edge of consciousness, shut away in our biological cultivation capsules. Inside those pods, we dreamed of our lives as Earthlings, as dictated by the memories implanted into us. A normal family, a foster home, a rich family, a family of assassins. Each of us was fed a different backstory completely distinct from the others. Part of that was to mask our true origins, but it was also to ensure we had a greater variety of viewpoints and could adapt to different situations. Ignorant of the truth, we continued to grow and to dream. When the time came for us to leave, we were launched from the artificial satellite to the surface of Futurum. Then we awoke and began our mission along with Siray, our robotic handler, and Shion, our genetic parent. That's about the size of it. Any questions? The bombs in us and the fact that we're revived whenever we die. Were they necessary to save humanity as well? To make this mission a success?
Yeah.
The bombs were just a contingency plan in case of emergencies, but the automatic revival was deemed indispensable. Most cryptoglobin users can only be harmed with cryptoglobin, but you guys are different.
Huh?
You can take damage from conventional sources too, just like regular humans. Something must have gone wrong when we were making you.
Hey.
But thanks to that, we discovered how properly stimulating your cryptoglobin could reverse even fatal damage. That's what led to the invention of the Revive-O-Matic. And that meant you could make us fight over and over again. We really are just weapons to you. Seriously, why do you have to take it so far? Even I'm surprised at this level of selfish cruelty. Is there nothing humanity won't stoop to? You guys want to smash this guy up again? I know what we did to you was unforgivable, but mankind's future was at stake and we were running out of time. The artificial satellite's resources are already dangerously low. Pretty soon it'll be nothing but a lifeless husk floating through space forevermore. Humanity needs a new home. We had no choice but to entrust that mission to you.
Huh?
Entrust? That makes it sound so noble, but really, you just used us.
Yeah.
Fair point, but the important thing is you aren't just convenient for us. You're essential. You still have the potential to be humanity's saviors. We're still pinning all our hopes on you.
No!
And
I don't want to hear about you and your hopes anymore. Everything you say is just a simulation of their collective will anyway. It's totally meaningless.
actually, this apology isn't a simulation.
Take a look at this.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry. It's not fair of us to force you to do this.
Sorry, mister.
I thought this entire plan of operation was a secret. How are you projecting this to us?
What's going on? Who are these people?
I told you before how I've been programmed with the thought patterns of all mankind so I can make the best choices for humanity. Given everything that's happened, I ran a new simulation and arrived at a different conclusion than before. That was to tell the regular citizens on the artificial satellite the truth. Oh.
The people in the Tokyo residential complex. They know everything. Why we're fighting this war. What will happen if we lose. Now you are the ones fighting for them. That includes where you come from. And the lives you've been made to live as well. All of humanity knows the truth now.
They're so young. I don't know what to say.
You probably hate us, and I don't blame you. But you're all we have.
Please, I don't care what happens to me. Just save my children.
They're not much older than me. And they're out there fighting a war.
I'm not ready to die. Please, don't give up.
I wish I could be there with you. I want to help too.
I'm sorry we have to depend on you, but you're our only hope. If you lose, we're all done for.
Did we really have to go this far? Maybe it would have been better to let us die out.
I can't do anything from up here, but I'll still be cheering for you.
Please, you have to win this. My baby is only a few days old.
Oh, the guilt tripping.
Please, keep fighting. You have to win.
Stop it!
Nozomi's voice cut through all the voices echoing throughout the war room. Turn it off. Just turn it off.
Ooh.
All right. C-Ray nodded and his eyes flashed red.
No.
The next moment, the monitors all flickered off. This is too cruel. Isn't it enough that you kept the truth from them for so long? Now you want them to keep paying for you? This is totally unreasonable.
What do those people on the satellite know about sacrifice? About hardship? They've pushed it all onto these guys instead!
Tell them, Nozomi.
Yeah.
Our mission is cruel and inhumane, I admit. We're undoubtedly the villains in this war. No kidding. But humanity still wants to live just like any other creature. Their first instinct is to survive. It's my duty to facilitate that, to save as many of them as possible. Even if it means sacrificing us, Not to mention all the innocent people on this planet.
Ooh.
It's the only way to make Futurum as the second Earth and give humanity a brighter future. You couldn't start it off with, can we coexist? I'm gonna get heated. Jiminy crickets. Yeah, there's a lot of truth bombs being dropped. This war and your power is our only hope. We have no other choice but to rely on you. So, I'll ask you once more. I'm not proud of what we've done. The way we treated you is truly unforgivable.
Even so, I ask that you save humanity. Please, don't turn your backs on us.
I get what you're saying, but still. Is humanity even worth saving? Why should we trade the lives of everyone on this planet for theirs? It's a little hard to ignore them now that we've actually seen them, though. Either way, we're gonna have to keep fighting. Vashnis will come after us no matter what we do. Can't you at least call off the final attack? Killing all the Futurans is going too far.
Yeah!
Remember what Vashnis said? Every last one of them will fight us to the bitter end. So long as any of them survive, this war will continue. Kill or be killed, massacre or face extinction. Death would have been so much easier compared to living with these choices. If we are going to keep fighting, there's something else I need to know. What happens to Shion? There is an escape pod to take all of us back to the satellite on day 100. But not for Shion, right? He has to stay here. He has the power. He has to power the final assault. It was my destiny to live and die here at Last Defense Academy, to use this power to eradicate the invaders. Huh? Something's wrong. I can't keep my body together.
Why?
Shion began to fade away, a troubled look on his face the whole time. Before we knew it, he completely vanished. Shion? Hey, what gives? What did you do to him? I don't know. This has never happened before. I guess because he's never had to deal with such confusing feelings. This could have an adverse effect on the final assault. I should go check on him. Well, let's call it a day here, everyone. We'll pick up the discussion in the defense room tomorrow. It'll be easier for Shion to join in that way. Those last few parting words, Sirei hurried away, leaving us standing there alone. Pick up the discussion? Is there even anything left to discuss? Perhaps he's expecting a definite answer on what we plan to do from here on. Whether we carry on or decide to quit, it's still gonna be a living hell for all of us. Damn it, what are we supposed to do? All this stress is gonna wreak havoc on my skin. I think it's best if we take a break now. I'm pretty tired. This was my first battle in quite a while. Yeah, whatever. Just make sure you go back to your cage. Ima, can I sleep in your room tonight? Of course. I was just about to suggest that myself. Alright, let's rest up and talk more tomorrow. Exhausted from the day's activity, we left the war room and went back to our rooms. And so for the second time, my 72nd day at Last Defense Academy drew to a close. Day 73. It was dark outside when I woke up. I'd barely slept a wink all night. Dawn was still a ways off, but I knew I wouldn't be falling asleep again anytime soon. Now that I was awake, I didn't much feel like sitting around in my room. I decided to get some fresh air and stepped outside. The sky was always darkest before dawn. Had I heard that somewhere, or was it something I'd noticed since I got here? The way the sky looked at that moment was a perfect mirror of my mood. And even darker against the dark sky, a familiar shape was orbiting the planet.
It's hard to believe. The last vestiges of humanity are all up there.
I noticed something in the corner of my eye and realized I wasn't alone. You couldn't sleep either? No. Same for you, Nozomi? Yeah, there's just so much to think about.
Uh,
I wonder what the real Earth was like back when humanity still lived on its surface. I'm not sure. They told us that Earth had a will of its own and that it chose death when humanity's abuse became too much for it. I wonder if this planet has its own consciousness too. It wouldn't be all that strange if it did, I guess. There's a chance humanity might make the same mistake here then. Our selfishness could lead this planet to destruction just like it did for Earth. I don't think you guys need to fight for humanity's sake anymore. All I want is for you to live for yourselves and for you to be happy. Live for ourselves? It's a nice idea, but I barely know what kind of life we can expect to live anymore.
Yeah.
How about you, Nozomi? Are you gonna keep fighting to protect humanity? Honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do. I only know that I don't want all of you to have to bear that burden. Just so long as you don't try to fight on your own again, I want to be happy too, you know. I want you to be happy too. Hakumi. Oh, look, the sky's starting to get brighter. I followed Nozomi's gaze to where a pale light has started to spill over the horizon.
What a lovely sunrise.
Yeah. This is the first time I've ever seen the sun come up.
Really? We've been here 70 whole days, and it's more like 170 for you, right?
But I never thought about getting up to watch it. I mean, back in the TRC, it just gets light automatically when it's morning. Although technically, I've never seen that for myself either.
That's how it was for me, too. I think your memories of the complex are pretty accurate to the real thing.
Still, though, this is what a real sunrise looks like. No one on the artificial satellite has ever seen anything like this.
It's so beautiful. It makes me want to cry. It feels like such a waste to keep it to ourselves.
Yeah.
Nozomi and I stayed there a while longer, watching the sun climb higher in the sky and light up the world around us. Then we headed to the defense room to meet the others. Everyone was gathered outside the defense room door like we'd agreed on the day before. All right, it looks like everyone's here. Now we're just waiting on C-Ray. Why are you here too? Get in your cage. You want to exclude me from something this important? I have a right to hear about this too, you know. Hey everyone, sorry to make you wait. How's Shion? I think he'll be alright, but his brainwaves are looking very irregular. Yesterday's conversation put a lot of stress on him. Some physical, but mostly psychological. Psychological stress. I wonder what Shion is going through right now. It's not like before when we could accept his death as an inevitable price to pay for his mission's success. Now he knows where he came from and that he's being used to massacre his own people. That can't be easy for him to deal with. Let's continue yesterday's discussion. What are we going to do from here? Humanity has treated Kako like a weapon, a mere object. I can't say I like the idea of fighting for their sake. But if we don't fight, Vashness will kill us all. Can't we just run away? There's gotta be somewhere on this planet we can settle down. And spend the rest of our lives looking over our shoulders? Nah, man, that ain't for me. I doubt Vashness would let us go that easily either. She wants our power, and she's not afraid to kill anyone who gets in the way of her goals. So we're back to fighting being the only way we can survive. But it also means killing all the innocent people on this planet. I don't think I can accept that. Can you accept everyone on the artificial satellite dying instead? Remember all the people we saw in that transmission yesterday? If you do save humanity, you'll be heroes. There's no doubt about that. You'll be able to live out the rest of your lives and the rest of your days in happiness. You stay out of this. We're trying to think. Survival means turning our back on this planet's people and letting them all die. I think I'd rather go back to the satellite right now and massacre humanity myself.
Hey!
You be quiet too! If we do keep fighting, Xion will die once we get to the 100th day, right? I don't want to have to sacrifice him. He deserves to be happy too.
Ooh.
He's gonna die either way. Huh? What do you mean?
Yeah.
When Xion finishes producing enough Undying Flames on day 100, the school will automatically shift into attack mode. Then the final assault will wipe out the remaining life on this planet will begin. There's only one way to stop it. That's to deactivate the machine Xion's physical body is stored in, which is also what's keeping him alive. He can't survive outside of it. If that machine didn't constantly absorb his power, he'd be consumed by his own flames.
So, Xion will die no matter what we do?
Oh.
Don't worry about me.
Ah.
Xion, did you hear all that? It's alright. I've always known I wasn't gonna live for very long. Feels like I've been on borrowed time up until now. But you guys aren't like me. You can have a future beyond this war. What kind of future a bunch of fakes like us can have?
You may not be able to change your past, but what you do from here on is a different matter. You can still choose how you want to live. You can still choose to live. That's all I want from you. For you to live. For yourselves. And for me, too. You could consider this my last request.
Xion, wait! Tsubasa desperately tried to reach out to Xion, but he was already gone.
Yeah.
He doesn't have much time left. The Undying Flames are eating away at his body, little by little.
Ooh.
His own power is too much for him. It's too much for any woman and one person to bear. No. Where does that leave us? Has anyone come to a decision? Nobody answered. How could we decide what to do in this situation? I think we're gonna need more time. We can't just vote on a course of action and call it a day. We need to really think about it and come to a decision that everyone will be satisfied with. Including Xion, of course.
Huh?
He'll need to rest up for at least 4 days before he can make another avatar. Okay. What do you say we talk again in 3 days' time? That's okay with me, but if the enemy attacks before then, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Or burn it. Whatever works. I see. I guess that's fair. Alright, this should do it for today then. We all headed back to our rooms, each of us struggling with the same dilemma in our own different ways. On our 100th day, the school will go into attack mode and begin the final assault. The Undying Flames will raise every living thing left on the planet, including Xion. But if we try to stop it before then, Xion will still die. It seems like there's just no way for us to save him. What should we do? I couldn't work up the energy to do anything else, so I spent the rest of the day in my room. Outside, the light faded and the clock ticked interminably forward, leaving me alone with my thoughts. Day 74. I slowly got myself out of bed. I needed to talk to someone. Didn't matter who, I just needed to get out of my own head for a little while. I guess I'll head over to the cafeteria. There's bound to be someone there. There's a few people there. Unsurprisingly, the mood in the cafeteria was somber. It was almost completely deserted. Is nobody else coming today? Some of them came by earlier, but took their food back to their rooms. It was pretty obvious they wanted to be alone.
Shouldn't we be more open and discuss things some more? I mean, we are basically family.
That's the worst thing about this situation. How can it possibly be related to that ragtag collection of freaks and misfits? I'm pretty sure they feel the same about you.
And I just came up with a new dish, too. I added pastel pink paint to Hot Pot to make it pretty.
I'm sorry, you put paint in the hot pot? You're not even using edible ingredients anymore. This time we're all having a say in what we do. We're not just pushing the decision onto Takumi like we have in the past. I think everyone's gonna need time to come to terms with that and what it means for them. I wish there were a way for us to resolve this without fighting.
Yeah!
I don't think that's going to happen while Veshness is around, or even without her for that matter.
Uh-huh.
The Futurans all hate us vile invaders after all. It's only natural after what humanity has done to their home. I think we'll just have to keep fighting until one side is finally wiped out. It's a tough decision. I'm still not any closer to an answer myself. Even my clairvoyance won't help us here. Come to think of it, it's the same with me. I can barely get my thoughts together. In all the confusion from these big revelations, I've kind of lost sight of myself. We stayed in the cafeteria long enough to eat breakfast, then went back to our rooms. Everyone's spending time on their own to think about stuff. I should probably do the same, but I don't feel like just sitting around today. At this point, I'll even talk to C-Ray. Maybe I'll go for a walk. Another day has come to an end. I want to talk to Shion some more, but it's gonna be a while until he's ready. Well, no use staying up now. Day 75. I better go and check the cafeteria. I wonder if anyone's there today. There were a few more people in the cafeteria today than before. Good morning, Takumi. Did you sleep well? What are you doing here, Eito? What am I doing here? Is that the thanks I get for making the effort to endure your odious company? Nobody asked you to be here. You're a real strange one, Eito. Hard to believe we're both made from the same genes. Yeah, I'm still having trouble believing that myself.
Huh?
I know, right? We're all so different. No one think we came from the same stable, let alone the same family. Apparently they fed us all kinds of different scenarios so the unit would have more variety. They really took it to extremes though. Couldn't they have made some of us a little more normal? You're one to talk. Even if those backstories were constructed for us, it doesn't mean we're not our own people. It's like how kids don't always turn out the way their parents expect them to. You can't control every aspect of a person's life. And we are alive. Yeah, you're right. Apart from our memories, we're just like regular humans. If you can even call us humans, we're clones of Shion and he's a Futuran. I don't see that there's any real difference between the two species. I mean, it turns out none of you are human after all, but you still look just as hideous to me. What's your point? Humans disgust me, and knowing that you're genetically Futuran hasn't changed my perception of you. So you basically are all human. You look, sound, and smell as repulsive as anyone from Earthwood. Atsuki's peculiar perception isn't a quirk of his so much as a glitch in his programming. I think something must have gone wrong when he was having his memories fed into his brain. As a result, instead of growing up with a strong attachment to humanity, he developed a deep hatred for them instead. Or perhaps that glitch is a bug planted by the insurgents in this operation. So I'm defective goods then? But that defect helped show me humanity's true face. Maybe I'm the only real success among all of you. Oh, sure, that makes sense. Not. All of that doesn't change the fact that we all share the same blood. We're all brothers and sisters. We're family. Brothers and sisters? Family?
Yeah!
That connection is the only one thing here that's real, not part of some fictional backstory. We ought to take care of each other. You and me, family. What an absolutely nauseating idea.
Hey!
For once, I agree with you. Our connection to Shion and each other, that's real. Everything we thought we knew is a lie except for that. We're not just allies. We're family. That doesn't mean I'm totally ready to accept it yet, though. Over breakfast, I managed to make a little conversation with everyone. Everyone except Eito, that is. After a while, we left the cafeteria and went back to our rooms. I only first met these guys when we all arrived here, but we're actually family. It's weird. But that fact doesn't really change anything. We can still fight alongside each other like we always have. Actually, we don't know if we'll keep fighting yet. We're going to discuss it again the day after tomorrow. I wonder if the others have come up with anything yet. Maybe I should go talk to them. Another day's gone. They've been going by so quickly lately. We need to come to a decision, but I still have no idea what we should do. What's the right choice here? Is there a right choice here? Asking myself the same questions over and over again, I drifted off to sleep, hoping it might give me some relief. Day 76. All right, I'll go to the cafeteria first. I'd like to ask if anyone's come up with any new ideas. There were only 3 other people in the cafeteria this morning, and they were all eating in silence. Good morning. Morning. Takemaru acknowledged me with a brief reply, then glared at me for a while before speaking up again. So you decided on anything yet? No, to be honest, I'm still completely lost. I guess even your experience of the future can't tell us what the right thing to do is this time. I don't think there is a right choice here. Whatever we decide to do, we'll still have regrets. Heavy ones, too. That's just the kind of unreasonable position we've been placed in. Right, this war will end in tragedy either way. I know it sucks, but that's all the more reason we have to make a choice. At times like this, we have to take the future into our own hands. I've been thinking about it the last couple days, but I'm really not good with all this complicated moral stuff. So I tried to think about what everyone who's died would have done if they were here. You mean Darumi and Kiyoshika and Kurata? We should consider Ava's feelings too. She was one of us too, if only for a while. That probably sounds disrespectful coming from the one who killed her, but I'd gladly slit my throat to atone if I thought it would make any difference. Don't be so hard on yourself. You did what you had to do. Besides, I'm the one who signed off on it. I just wanted to release her from her suffering. Or maybe it's more accurate to say I couldn't stand to see her like that anymore. Her death is my responsibility. I'll bear it in my own weak, pathetic way. Anyway, Darumi probably wouldn't have cared either way. You know how much she loved her killing games. Yoshika, though, she and her sword were devoted to justice. I don't think she'd want to keep fighting a war where we're the aggressors. What about Kurata? I could totally imagine her flying off the handle when she found out the great whole powerful Osuzuki clan didn't really exist. But then she'd be all,
I just have to build it myself, starting now. And I have to save humanity, so I'll have plenty of filthy peasants to rule over.
or whatever. Yeah, that sounds about right. For one against, for 1 for, 1 against, 1 neutral. Even if they were here now, they'd be just as conflicted as the rest of us. Just as we were sinking into another uncomfortable silence, somebody else arrived. Shion appeared out of thin air like he always did, but he looked a lot weaker than usual. Everyone, can I talk to you for a minute? Shion, are you alright? He doesn't look alright to me. I don't have much time. I have to make this quick. I'm sure you all know this, but I'm not going to live for much longer. If I'm gonna die anyway, I want my life to mean something. I was raised to be nothing more than a weapon. It didn't matter how I felt so long as I carried out whatever task was given to me. But now there's something I want to do. Now I have a clear purpose. What's that?
I want to die for you. I don't want my life to just flicker out. I want to feel like it was the price I paid for my friend's happiness. And it's a price I'll pay gladly. That is what will give my life true meaning.
Shion. So don't worry about me. Make whatever choice is best for you. Vashnas would only absorb my cryptoglobin herself, or find some other way to weaponize me. And then my power would be turned against humanity instead. Just this once, I want to have a say in the matter. If I'm gonna die, I don't want it to be for people I've never even met before. I want it to be for all of you.
That's all I want.
With that, Shion faded away, leaving the four of us alone to ponder his words. Oh, this decision feels more important than ever now. Our options are far from ideal, but we still have to make a choice. That's the curse we've been given to bear. A curse. I couldn't have put it better myself. We ate a hurried breakfast after that, then went back to our rooms to think things over some more. I still haven't come to any important conclusions. I have no idea what we should do. Maybe it's like Hideko said, and there really isn't a right choice. Right or wrong, we'll have to make some kind of choice, and soon. It's the only way for us to take our fate into our own hands. Our 4 days are almost up. Tomorrow, we'd have to decide what we were going to do, which direction our lives would take from here on. And yet here I was, still hesitating, still unable to come up with a definitive answer. Day 77. And just like that, we reached day 77, the day we'd promised to discuss things with C-Ray. This was the day that would decide our future going forward. I made my way to the war room.
Oh.
All right, good. Everyone's here.
Hooray!
Well then, let me just contact the Tokyo Residential Complex so humanity can show you their warmest support. Knock it off, man. We don't need to hear all that again. Understood. Sorry. So, have you all made your decision? Are you ready to tell me?
Huh?
I get how you feel, but you need to figure this out. The enemy won't stay quiet forever.
Hey!
Before we get to that, where's Shion?
I'm right here.
Shion flickered into view, still looking weak and worn out. How are you feeling?
Oh.
Thanks to Siri, I'm okay. I should be able to last through this conversation at any rate. That's good to hear.
Aha!
Oh, and one more thing before we get to the main event.
Oh.
If you guys decide to abandon humanity, you should probably destroy me. What? But I just finished fixing you.
Hey.
I've told you, haven't I? This mission's success is everything to me. If you refuse to fight, I'll use any means necessary to make you change your mind. So you should take me out before I get the chance to. Thanks for the warning, I guess. But what about the bombs? Just take him out in one hit like I was going to. You'll still die, but you'll come right back afterwards. Then we just have to bust up the defense room to stop the final assault, right? Yeah, that'd save all the people on this planet, but we'd also be leaving everyone on the satellite to die. And Shion would... Don't worry about me. If we do stop the final assault, what then? We'll have to make a new life for ourselves on this planet. Of course, we'll constantly be on the run from Vashnes and the other Futurans. I spent plenty of time on the run back in the complex, although I guess none of that was actually real, was it? Takumi, remember what I told you yesterday. I want you to make the choice that's right for you. Right, I know. For some reason, I found myself thinking about when I first met Shion. I had no idea who or what he was back then. I just saw something I didn't understand and was afraid of it. But it was thanks to him that I was able to travel back in time and redo these 100 Days of War. It was thanks to him that I was here now. That was true in more ways than one. Shion had saved our lives time and time again. That's why it hurt so much that we couldn't return the favor. No matter what choice we made, there was no saving him. How are we gonna decide this anyway? I'm getting tired of just standing around thinking about it. Discussing it further won't get us anywhere. Our viewpoints are just too different. Even if we can't come to a unanimous decision, there's still one way we can settle this, by asking Takumi. What's that? We'll leave it up to our team leader. If we all agree to stand by his decision, no one will be able to complain. Me? What happened to us all voting so I didn't have to make the decision? We can't put all the responsibility onto Takumi again. I don't know. I've thought about it a ton, and I'm pretty sure I can't decide anything on my own. I think so too. If it's Takumi, I know I can trust him. Same here. I'm happy to leave the whole abominable business in your hands. What do you think, Takumi? It's fine. I came back to change things, to take the future into my own hands. If you're all okay with it, I'll do the same thing this time as well. Then I'm on board too. I'll follow your lead. You sure about that, Nozomi? Unlike the rest of us, you're an actual Earthling human. I'm also a part of this team. Whatever you choose, I'll stand by you until the very end. We're all agreed then. You got this, Takumi.
There's one last thing I'd like you to bear in mind. Your memories of your time on Earth are all fictitious. There's no denying that. But those memories of the Tokyo residential complex and its people are based in reality. They're good folks who just want to live their lives.
So are the Futurans.
Remember those people. They're powerless, and you're the only ones who can help them. The choice is yours. But I want you to save humanity. Because, in spite of everything, they are your people.
I took another look around the room. No one spoke, but everyone looked back at me with different expressions. Fear, pain, sadness, loathing, confusion, rage, despair. But that wasn't all. There was also hope, affection, and determination. Kill the Futurans, or let the humans die. None of us wanted to be responsible for death on such a widespread scale. All the same, it had to be done. One side had to be sacrificed so the other could live. All I can do is press forward and trust in my decision.